Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm Miss Shawn Like 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be, but the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It will not resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, will you check out some of the other videos in the playlist? Along with, before you leave, subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification, along with the thumbs up. Hey, everybody. How are you guys today? I hope you are having a great day, evening, or night, whenever you are watching this reading. And I would like to say hello to my new subscribers and welcome to the channel, as well as to my returning subscribers. Hey, how are you guys? As well as I send love and light to each and every one of you. So let's get started, you guys. I just want to let you know I might sound a little bit hoarse today because I had a panic attack / asthma attack yesterday. So I'm very sore from coughing, as well as my ribs is kind of sore from coughing. So today I may not do too much coughing, but just to let you know that I am recovering and to be a little gentle with me today because I am under the weather today, okay? But I still wanted to bring your messages for today. All right, so let's talk about it, you guys. I have your messages for the day. On the as above and so below, we have read and does, ask, any. That's my favorite. I always tell you guys that. So let's talk about it, you guys. It might be somebody's situation where you guys name things you nickname your loved ones, okay? So it might be the nickname of your brother. It might be the nickname of your sister. It could be a nickname of a family member or a loved one. So this might be a love. Love could be with your family, a love partner, your spouse, a friend, etc. Okay? So in the energy, it's talking about detachment, and it's asking why here. There are some insecurities here. There's some strength needed here as well. And somebody's being filled with a lot of, somebody might have been fed a lot of things in their childhood era. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So somebody's here helping you. Black Heart is in the energy. The Rebel, no, the Mystic is in the energy. Rebel is behind that. Delusional rapport with the divine. Revels and intimate unions with the divine. Our mentors here as well. Somebody is mentoring somebody. Somebody might need some guidance. And somebody might lack guidance. Even if it's an older person, this person might lack guidance in the energy, okay? So on the table, we have past, present, and future. We also have the X factors here. The players in which this situation may govern. As well as we have the bulletin message here under what it belongs under here in the energy, okay? So I'm going to shuffle just a few card decks and see what I get. Two of Bones, Two of Wands. High Priestess. Somebody carrying a heavy burden. Tower. Page of Swords. And the Five of Cups. Crying over something that has spilled in the energy. Crying over something that has been lost. Maybe your innocence as a child was lost in this energy. This is about two siblings in this energy might be fighting or arguing, because I have a mother here and I have a toddler here too. So two siblings might be arguing here in the energy under the Page of Cups, and one might be older than the other, but one is they both is evil. Demon. They both have very intuitive mindsets in this energy. They have that energy in them where they can they are all knowing as well, with the high priestess in the energy. So they are knowing that they have they're different from others. And these two siblings might be arguing, a sister and a brother and a sister, but the mom is the main culprit because she is like kind of like enabler, kind of like she babies the brother. He might be older than you, and you might be the baby, but she babies him with the emotional attachment here. But it's a death to this situation though, because it's in a cemetery here. So like it's something that needs to be put a stop to. The enabling, the manipulation, the family dysfunction here. Okay. Somebody might have lost their father, a child or a boy might have lost his father at an early age, because I see a man in the tree there. So it's telling me the child might have lost his father early, or the daughter might have lost her father early in the energy, because they're in the cemetery, so they're crying over something that is lost. Okay, so in this dynamic, I'm getting with the Page of Swords. Somebody wants to speak up, but it's been cutting. They're carrying a heavy burden here, but the energy is very cutting here with the Page of Swords here. He's very immature. He's still a boy inside. He might be a grown man, and these two might be grown, but with the High Priestess, it says that she's all knowing here about the bondage that this brother or sister dynamic has gone through. The read and the does here. Read and does. Okay, read and does. Under this energy of the past. Healing it out. So like I said, it's some kid, person, place, family dynamic. It could be a man that you're dating that is having childhood woundings affect your relationship at this present time. With the one is a raccoon, one is a fox, one is the doctor, and one is the patient here. So one of these things is having something needing help here. Somebody needs help, but this might be somebody that you can't go to help you. There's a wish here with the wishing well. They wish they knew something. They wish they could change something here. 38 and 48 might resonate with you. Under the compass, we don't know where we're going in the energy. They're going to take me around in this energy with 50 here. So this is like the Wheel of Fortune here. So I'm not real sure where they're going to send me in direction, but we'll get there when we get there. So they're going to let me know as we get into the read and where the compass is going to take us. It's going to take us on a little trip here, a little journey. It's going to give us a little backstory on this family or this situation. Okay, under the X factor on this side, it's a mother. So it's about a mother, so smothering and abandoned children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent, a nuisance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Yeah, we all want that, but this mother might not have given this. This is a trickster mother as well, condescending, conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Manipulating others through duplicacy. Okay, so this mother is very manipulating to the children. She takes favoritism over someone, place, or thing. In the energy here, we got the moon cycles here. So this is the dark shadows of it. This is the shy shadows of it. This is our past, present, and future. And we get to see a glimpse of it here in this energy today of this family dynamic here. In the energy, let's see, y'all, where am I going to go? Let's see. It says who's carrying a heavy burden, who's healing the ouch here. Who's healing the ouch? The devil is trying to heal the ouch, but he never heals the ouch, though. He keeps creating more ouches. So it's toxic here. It was toxic in the past. A couple came out. So we got the King of Wands here, passionate. He might have was a passionate child. He might have wanted a lot of things in life. He liked to play his hand in the situation, play victim, ten of pentacles. He wanted happiness and dance in the sun with the energies here. But it's a deviant here, so I got 2 for the sun. So we got the Ace, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So we got a little bit of communication. And Knight of Cups, very emotional. To the point where manic, bipolar, schizophrenic might run in this energy here under a brother or a sister in the energy. Manic, bipolar, schizophrenic. Through a mother. Almost like Mommy Dearest. Wire, hey girls. 9 of Wands, wounded in this energy, hiding, wearing a mask. Let's see what it says here. 5 of Wands is in the energy. It's competition and conflict, but the conflict is with itself here. What's the devil? Who is the devil here in this energy under these zombies here? Who's the devil here? It's a family dynamic, whatever it is. It was a hazard, toxic, dysfunctional family here. It's toxic. It's a family union here. It's a family situation. Somebody's family here. I'm getting lovers. There was no love here either. There was never love. There wasn't a loving family. It just was arguing, bickering with the hazards here. Hazards is here. So it was arguing and bickering. The mother, she was like she was cutting off. She was also dark. The mother. This is the mother. Showing the Queen of Wands. No, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, sorry. She made money though. She made money. She was cutting in her words. But it was a vice to this, though. It was a vice to this situation. The vice was that she wanted to have control. She was the addictive personality here in the energy. Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, manipulation, betrayal, backstabbing, that kind of thing. The love was never there. Like, it was always a tower moment behind closed doors. With this tower, the tower is not crumbling, but that floor has conflict. It's showing. To the B. It was conflict in the love here. It was a enabling energy only when it benefited her. Oh, my loving son. She was always dark, but the child was made to be dark here. Or the son or the daughter was made to be dark here by the mother, yeah. Through anguish, through hate, through envy, through love, through satisfaction, through sadness, through hunger, or through fear and pain. That's what she would make you feel here under the vice, under the sun, what we're illuminating here. Okay. Pages, and this was a childhood wounded with abandonment issues here with the child here. And you know, how you were as a child. Under the artist, somebody might be very creative in this energy. Somebody might be able to draw and paint and write. Freelance writer, freelance drawer, all naturally taught. They also could have went to school for it as well. Artists. Okay. Creative mindset. Expressing the dimensions of life that is just beyond the 5 senses. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. Using talent as an excuse to mistreat others. Posing as the starving artist to depict pity. Okay? So they want you to make them feel sorry for what they are. Orphan child here. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fears and survival. Feeling of abandonment that stifles maturation here. seeking an appropriate surrogate family. Okay? So you seek other people as your family. The son might be go to other people's house to live and stay and because they think their family is much better than the family that they come from. When actuality, everybody's family has their own agendas and their own dynamics. And one family won't be no more different than yours. You know, some families' dynamic is better, so to speak, and some people's dynamic of family is worse, so to speak, quote unquote. Okay. But where it is, no matter where you are on the dimension of it, or on the scale of it, you fall somewhere in between. Okay? So if it's in the middle or in between or at the end or wherever you are in the energy of where you come from is what we're talking about in this family. Because it's talking about a family. Okay? It's talking about family and an orphan child, an artist, a mother, a trickster, and the mother was the trickster. So this mother was like a scheming one mother. She was a mother though, you know. Mothers are nurturing and supposed to be. But what we're getting here is this mother's not that way. This mother wasn't loving. This son probably didn't have his father because we saw him in the cemetery. So this child might have lost his father early, needing a mentor in this child's life, and not finding it. And as the child grows, or as the child grows from a youth to an adult, the child becomes, you know, more you know, dysfunction, more, you know, in a spectrum of autism, manic, or they call it psychosis. I'm gonna go with psychosis. Psychosis in this energy. Psychopaths, sociopaths, manic, bipolar, schizophrenic through dysfunction. Okay. Some people just aren't meant to be parents. Just because you have children don't make you a fit mother. You know, is what I'm getting here. It might have been an unfit mother, where the child felt like he needed to go to other people's house and adopt another person's family as his family. The victim. This person feels like the victim because maybe of mistreatment, of neglect, of feeling abandonment here. Under prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others in the energy, okay? Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. The inability to maintain personal boundaries. So now this is where I'm getting that sister-brother dynamic where mom might favoritize the brother and the sister gets all the backlash. She might have had to be the one to go out and get a job, where the brother didn't have to go out and do anything. He was just, you know, mother would give the son money constantly. He never worked for anything. He never had kept the job. And maybe at this point in his life, he has decided that he's still going to depend on mother. And mother might be of older age, up in her 70s or 80s. And the son might be in his 40s or 50s and might be still depending on mother to nurture him in his energy, be the mother for him, where he never was made to do anything for himself as a child. But now these cycles of being an enabler to the son, you know, that once was creative. Okay, now he's creative in manipulating others to feel pity upon it. Okay, this is what they're talking about. All right, y'all, let's talk about it here. Let me see who else they got here going. Mother. Who's the mother here? Who's the mother? The fool. Saying I'm fool here, but I'm going to put the fool in the middle. Who's the mother here? The mother is the star. The star came twice. So the mother, who's the trickster here? Four cups. Who's the trickster here? I'm getting the 7 of Cups here. I'm getting the 7 of Cups. Something of material gain. Something that she could gain something out of. Might have been a woman that was very well dressed. A traveling woman. Had plenty of lovers. Beautiful. She could have been a barmaid. She could have been a housekeeper. She could have been a traveling woman. I'm going to say that again. Traveling woman. Death. But it was a death to it here with the Fool. She didn't travel as much as she wanted to. She didn't do or accomplish the things that she wanted to accomplish in life because of the lack thereof knowledge. She had her cup was filled with a lot of other things, because this is showing me the 7 of Cups along with the Ace of Cups, the which her cup runs over with material gain, things she could come up with. If she could come up with a man and get a child by him, then she figured that would bring her anguish and love and satisfaction, or hunger. He would at least give her some food, because these was her vices here under the addiction. But the devil here, the devil came in the energy as well under the Artist. So that lets me know in the past the mother has some ulterior motives here. Let's talk about the supernatural here. Things you nickname your loved ones. The Tower moment under the Trickster. A Tower moment happened here. Like when a tragic death happened to a son or a daughter here, father. That's when the turning point for the child came in the energy. And this doesn't have to be what happened to the child's father, but they showing me that the child's father passed on in some way, shape, or form. Under the 9 of Cups, and I got the 6 of Bones here. The 6 of Bones is coming in reverse. 6 of Bones is 6 of Wands. And that was wanting victory. So victory wasn't had here. And the 9 of Cups shows a hope and a wish that things would have happened in the way they wanted them to come. But unfortunately, it did not. But I'm going to check out some other stuff here, you guys, on this family. Who is this family? Who's the Tower? Why is the Trickster here? And what is the material gain here? It was balancing the scale. She thought she could balance between man and woman here. Trying to balance the situation. But it became a Tower moment on the number 14, under the 5. It was a change. She thought she could take the lead here and teach him something on her own. But they're saying to me that, you know, the child needs a mentor. Or this was mystic. He had magic. He might have magic. But the manic is what they say. Some boys in the energy don't receive the all-knowing like girls do. The psychic. Some men, you see a lot more women in tarot than you see men. You do see men, but a lot of men don't tap into it, or they drink heavily when it comes to their intuition, because it's so intense for men in their energy. Okay, so, and it makes them feel like crazy. Okay, spreading your wings and flying here. The man wanted him to be able to fly on his own, but he never did. He never did. He always still depended on her, and she didn't care to do it. She didn't mind doing it as well. So let's talk about it back here, you guys. Let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about it back here on the Artist. Let's talk about it on the Artist. They talking, y'all. They talking. Alright, the Artist here under these secrets, under the Devil, under the healing and ouch. Healing and ouch here. For a son or daughter, healing and ouch. The Hang on, this was their perception. That they couldn't be what they wanted to be. They couldn't see their creativity through the veil in which the mother had put on the son in the energy. Okay, who else? And under the orphan child, who is that? The orphan child is disappointment. He thought he would always be a disappointment to his mother because he didn't have a father, nobody to mentor him, nobody to teach him the ropes. Only thing he could get was her psychic energy, her witchcraft, manipulation, okay? Under the unity. You know, he never found it like a unit with the victim here. He never found it like he was whole or secure. He always felt like he was a scapegoat or outsider. He said his sister didn't like him, but the sister did like him. Under ventures, he would venture off and get hoarding drugs in different realms to, you know, numb the pain here under victim. Under contentment. He felt content in being the victim. It made him feel good here. And the contentment. And his name might be a nickname you call your brother, might be a nickname you call your sister. This might be a loving relationship that you call somebody that's still dealing with these types of things. Practice. Like I told you, the mother was a practicing witch. Spell. She even did it to our children. Sometimes when we in tarot, they tell you that, you know, karma comes back not only to you 10 times fold, but it also can slide right on down to your children. So what curse was meant for you can now be meant for your children. So that's what they're saying here. Under the inventiveness, she wanted to invent, you know, him to be this and be that, but she made him lack his creative abilities. In this energy where he couldn't see things clear with the Page of Cups. He became emotional. He became stifled and smothered and unable to grow and move through life like a true man in the energy under the Temperance, under moderation. You know, sometimes you just got to push him out there and let him see. You know, after a certain age, we all got to get out there sometime, which caused him anguish, anxiety here. This is the spirit of anxiety here under the Nine of Swords here in this energy, talking about, you know, anxiousness and, you know, panic and worry and fear and doubt that I won't be able to be good enough for my mother, you know, under the vices, under her vices here, under this energy here, under abruption. So they abruptly abort, you know, the mission of creativity, and they go more to the victim of using drugs and toxic things and becoming the victim and putting themselves in poor situations and, you know, getting themselves deep in trouble or getting themselves deep in the streets or deep into something that doesn't really serve them. Quest. That's their quest. You know, then they quest to find where they belong, where they fit in the energy, okay, under the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away. They just get rid of everything. They don't want to know nothing. They won't do anything. They won't appreciate nothing. They just walk away. Get this up here. Under the read. Apology accepted, trust denied. So they don't trust nobody. And they deny anything, okay? Deny knowing anything, deny anybody told them anything. March for dimes, dance for free. Talk ain't cheap either. So this is a rock star. They wanted everybody they wanted to be probably a musician and waited too late in life to be one. No response is a response, and it's a powerful one. Remember that. So if you don't hear from them, or this person told you to get out of their life and I don't need you for nothing, then no response is a response, and it's a powerful one. Remember that, okay? So this person might have said some things to you in a hurtful, meaningful way, but at the time, that person was hurt. So hurt people hurt other people, and that's what they told us here, the counsel of life. So I'm here with us as a counselor to you guys today in this family dynamic under the divine orchestration. Helpers is in the subtle realm. So they are here helping you out in this energy, as well as longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So some light workers here to be, you know, worked through, breaking the chains, breaking those strongholds of, you know, family dysfunction and alcoholism and drug addictions and, you know, promiscuity and sexualities and different things. This is breaking those strongholds and breaking those chains, ancestral patterns, and healing, rewriting the future here under those ouches. That's what we healing here. That's what they being healed here, along with the council of life underneath the under the orphan, along with longing for home. But the victim, you know, as morbid as it sounds, you know, this person wishes for death on themselves. I think death, wish me, come by me, wish. I can't think of the words, but it's playing right now. But I don't know if it's Tupac or somebody else, but what's playing right now. So they long to, you know, have a belonging in a family and a father and a like multiple family home. So like I said, they might pick other people's family. Johnny's family is better than ours. His father fishes every weekend and his mother's a nurse. You know, downplaying the family that they come from, thinking that somebody else's family is better than the family that they come from. In some places it might be, in some places it might not. Like I said, we got many spectrums of what family dynamic is and what normal is to a family. You know, if you got perversion in your family, you got people molestation in families, we got abuse, we got neglect, we got, you know, a lot of dysfunctions that come in different family dynamics. Not everybody gets that picture perfect white picket fence, house on the hill, go to a Ivy League school and get paid to go to school and all of that stuff. Not everybody gets that silver spoon, so to speak, in their life. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, you know, in this energy of this family dynamic, where you come from in the family with this son, daughter, duo, having an argument here. Under the anxiety here, whose anxiety is that? That's the prosperity of the vices that they've been put under. The vices of prosperity, of growing, of achieving. I remember they told us that they felt like the victim and that they couldn't do it because of being tricked and manipulated as a child in the energy, okay? They didn't have the wings to fly, so to speak, as what they saying here. They didn't have the wings to fly. It was a death to that because they wanted to be free, and they couldn't be free when they stuck in bondage through an enabling mother or overbearing mother or a smothering mother or something in that nature, okay? Somebody catering to their needs at 35 or 45, still catering to the needs of their son, okay? Like this family dynamic we have, even though he's only 23, but if you're over that age, I know you're responsible for your children, I think, medically until 26. But after that, you have to let them see life at some point on their own. But if you're the mother that lets them sit home and 35, 45, 55, and they still home and they don't got a mental disability, then, or a reason why they got to stay home, or the reason why you still caring for them at that age, then that rings true as being a manipulator or a enabling parent. Yeah, things happen and we might have to go back home, but at the same time, we got to pick ourselves up and move forward. We can't just pity and wallow in it either, you know. I'm going to get a few more and I'm going to catch you guys later. We have moving on. Like I said, you got to move on sometime. Practicing. That's the mother. Don't want you to move on. She want to still do magic on your waiting game. It's a waiting game, but guess what? If you wait too long, you miss the opportunity. If you wait too long, contentment, being content, resting and rejuvenating. Well, I really can't figure out where I'm supposed to be in life, so I guess I'll just wait here, let somebody else figure it out for me, brother or sister. But the mother lets it happen because it's enabling. It's something that she can feel like she's doing something in it, but it's only hurting him and her at the same time. Because what's going to happen is backfires. They're not little boys anymore, so they argue with the mother. They fight with the mother, and at this point, they could kill the mother. So at this point, it's all comes back down to how they've been mistreated or treated in the past. Sacral Chakra. Okay? That's the Sacral Chakra. That's almost the root cause. This is orange though. Okay? It's almost the root cause of it. But they saying use your intuition to figure it all out, because you can triumph through this and be victorious here. Even though you have to detach to get there. But they saying you can do it. You're going to have to sacrifice some stuff. You're going to have to sacrifice the devil's pleasures and the devil's treasures to get where you want to go, so you could get to the divine orchestration. But in the end, you could get there with the number 3. You got to put that Holy Trinity in there in order for you to Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, and get them to work for you in the paradigm that you need them to work for you. Other than that, you have to sacrifice something else. I don't know what. You didn't sacrifice your soul to get here with the devil here. You know, sacrificing. I'm going to enable my own self along with letting others. And not only do they do that, they blame others. It's your fault that I'm like this. It's your fault. But never taking the blame for their own downfalls, right? Never taking the blame. You know, it's the sister's fault. It's not my fault. It's my sister's fault that I'm doing these things, okay? Moving on. Emperor. Okay? That's what they call me. Saint Nick, right? That's what they call me. The Empress, the mother, the waiting game. Till you old and gray. Till you get to this point in life. And you still manipulating people at that age. The Hierophant. Yeah, he's taking the poison of the devil here. Yeah, he's very toxic. Drugs, alcohol, just sick in it. Just sick in it. Knight of Potions. Yeah, he's taking all of her toxicity. Where the rest of them rejuvenate. He won't be able to do it with the jaundiced eyes. Yeah. And the candles, the light here under the 5 of candles, under the 5 of wands. This is the conflict here. At each other's throat, wearing a mask, talking behind each other's back in the family. Mom talks about the brother when he's not around. The mom talks about the daughter when she's not around. The sister talks about the brother. The baby sneaking off, getting into trouble. It's just a bunch of dysfunction in the family here under the Council of Light. With the devil governing here in the Knight of Needles. He's just in it. Needles. It's just sticking more and more, driving more and more here under the longing for home, belonging. The original light worker here under the energy, okay? Page. They might have started early drinking in life. They might have started early in life drinking, toxic, doing drugs early in life under the Page of Potions. They might have started early in life, you know, using drugs and taking drugs, 14, 12, 15, trying to cope. The 9 of Candles, 9 of Wands here is back in there. Then they wounded them. They got caught out taking pills and probably in and out of mental institutions for schizophrenic, for bipolar, for manic depressants and stuff like that. Manic rage, psychosis, hallucinations, paranoia, things of that nature. Okay? That's what it's talking about. And if you are liking the read and the does, the ask any, may you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. And if you would like to get your own personal reading with me, I'm Miss Shine7TV at gmail.com. Namaste. Now I must go.